Our neighborhoods are full of empty lots that have been unused for years. The existence of so many lots is a result of Boston's history of racism and classism. Neglected and empty land causes problems for our neighborhoods, but we can change that by building gardens. Companies manipulate us into eating food that leads to illness and death. We need to grow our own food, and we will use the vacant land to do it. Come learn about our campaign to grow food together, strengthen our neighborhoods, and improve our health now and in the future. Got some time to sit with that. Same. That's enough time. Food justice explain.
Okay, so food justice focuses on ensuring equitable access to healthy food for all communities, addressing issues like food deserts and systemic inequalities.
Mm, that's enough time. Pop quiz. Which issue does food justice address? You're right. You're right. It's my fault. Just make sure. Mm-hmm. Matched up with you. I got you. I got you. Go ahead.
Oh, wait, what? You gotta be quick.
Yeah, you gotta be quick.
It's delayed. I gotta be that quick.
Look, you not delayed right here.
No, I'm trying to make sure I get it right.
I got it.
I'm trying to help you guys out with that time.
Yeah,
Because I know
we're,
it's a little bit off.
we're gonna do a bit better with the timing,
It's
y'all.
all good. I gotta be on it. That's crazy.
Oh goodness.
Most people got it right though. That's good.
It's like two. I just did quickly.
Okay, Angel. Lavo in second, John Free in third, Z in fourth, Tonight in fifth. The entire grow or die team, REEP team. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see. Okay. All right, so the importance of sunlight. Sunlight is crucial for plant growth, affecting photosynthesis and the overall health of a garden. Less sunlight can limit plant options. Question. How does sunlight affect gardens?
Enhances growth, limits plant types, increases pests, or reduces the water's needs. Okay, y'all. Okay. That's not bad, you guys. That is not bad at all. I am not mad at that. Okay.
Time this time.
Listen, we working on it. We working.
You've been over here.
I see. Angel still in first, but Z on the streak. Okay. Okay.
Coming up.
Not in first place forever, Angel.
All right, so
Whoa.
Community gardens overview. Community gardens are shared spaces where individuals can grow food together, fostering community engagement and collaboration.
Oh my.
Lagging.
There we go. So as you see right here, this is an undeveloped lot owned by the City of Boston's Department of Neighborhood Development. It's around 4,949 square feet, and this plot is across the street from another bigger developed community garden. This plot doesn't get too much sunlight, and it's in a very residential area of Roxbury. If you had the power, what would you put in this area? Man.
And now we're just going to give you a few options of what you could put there. These are the types of gardens that we have, so. Okay, so for the first garden we're going to talk about is called a cooperative garden. It's a common space worked collectively by a defined group of people who share the same interest in the work and harvest. Some pros would be that one group works on the garden together, So the shared garden chores, it's easier communication because it's just within one group of people, and it's a collective responsibility for the garden. Some cons would be not everyone is necessarily involved in the community.
Pop quiz. What is a cooperative garden, y'all? You just learned about it, but it shouldn't be too hard. Private garden space, commercial farming, rooftop garden, or a common shared space.
Yellow.
If you say so. That's where my mouse is. It's true. You know? All right. All right. That's not bad, y'all. You guys are making me so proud.
Okay.
Angel still in first. Lavo in second. John Free in third. Tonight on a streak. Z in fifth. All right. Get some new names up here, y'all.
Are you gonna
Get some new names.
We trying, bro. We trying.
So our second garden option is an allotment garden. A garden that is somehow divided into different units for people to have their own personal garden space. Pros, you have full control over your garden space. It can be personalized. And some cons, or a con, can't control the entire look of the garden. Boo, so sad. Boo. Boo.
So, what is an allotment garden? That's the question.
See, that's not fair. This
That's-
delay
yeah,
is
that's-
crazy.
That's cheating. That's not gonna count.
Nah, this delay is crazy.
Better go quick.
Okay, yo.
They still got it.
Y'all don't even need the time. Y'all don't need it. Hold on, let me go down here, matter of fact.
So,
Okay, Lava, hold on. My guy. Angel in second, John Free in third, and I am fourth, V in fifth. Hold on, that's a new
it's a
name.
new name.
That's a new name. You want it?
All right, so some challenges of an allotment garden. That would be limited control over the overall garden appearance and potential conflicts with other gardeners.
I need no rambunctious behavior in our gardens now. None of that. I'm praying on downfalls back there. I hear you. We have our orchard garden. An orchard is a garden with lots of trees that grow yummy fruits like a very special farm. Some pros. Once established, maintenance is very easy. Main upkeep consists of pruning. Together, we can learn how to take care of the trees. A con being it may take up to 1 to 2 years for the trees to fruit abundantly, depending on the fruit. Damn. Give you some time to sit with this. It might delay. You know what I'm saying? That's enough time. Nah, I'm playing. I'll give you 5 more seconds. I'm trying to be generous.
All right, next question.
I'm trying to be generous.
What is an orchard garden?
That might answer it.
We gonna look at your answer. See, look at this. Vegetable patch, fruit tree garden, herb garden, or flower garden. Uh-oh. This is gonna be very tough. Very, very tough.
There you go. Everybody got it right.
Everybody got it right.
Damn.
I know it's totally it's crazy.
But you got it right. Oh shoot. Angel back on top.
Hey,
Love it.
what happened?
What happened? So benefits. We got you. We got you. So some benefits of the orchard gardens. Orchard gardens provide fresh fruits, require less maintenance once established, and it can enhance local biodiversity.
Okay, for a community anarchist garden, It is a garden common space where anyone can work and anyone can harvest, even if they do not work in the garden. Some pros to be that everyone has the ability to get food, everyone has the ability to garden, and enhance community engagement. Some cons would be that no one has their own personal garden space and could be different every time that you return.
You guys know the drill.
So it's very like up in the air, but still a community space. Alrighty.
Oh,
Now for the question is, what is a community anarchist garden?
is it a common space for all? Is it a common space for all, a commercial garden, a private ownership, or a rooftop garden?
There we go.
All right,
Well, everyone got
all right, I see y'all.
a
Yeah, you talking about a delay. You got it. You got it.
all right. So these are all the options that we just went over. We can hand out little note cards now so you can write out which one you would pick for Dacia Street specifically.
What is Dacia Street? It's a picture of what y'all showed us earlier.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right off of Middle and Quincy, one block away from there, so it's right off of.
Thank you.
So.
Also, you guys online can just put in the chat what type of garden you would put in that space too.
Please and thank you. Yeah. Everyone's a winner.
Oh, Mr. Tippy's getting such big like reviews. Finally tried it.
Ask y'all a question.
What's going on?
So I know y'all said that like sunlight is very important in that area of land that y'all showed us didn't have how much sunlight.
Right.
So from these, like, do orchids need more sunlight to grow than like a garden that might be good herbs or that would good to know?
Yeah. So just for more information, this space on Dacia Street is like kind of blocked by like a few buildings in terms of like sunlight. And especially like this person Maria was just saying, orchards do need about 6 to 8 hours per day, so that's like a full day of sunlight. So this space might not be the best spot for an orchard garden.
Makes sense.
Thank you. Solid.
I feel like you guys already said it. How big is this a lot again?
4,949 square feet.
I was gonna actually do that in Deptford.
Pretty big. Good amount of space.
If you already finished writing, could you just pass, like, Ryan, you sent it to the next person, please?
We need a pen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like all ours now. And everybody.
And also, I can also put the next part in also.
Oh yeah. We can do like half garden, half orchard, half allotment, or half community, half cooperative. Mix and match that.
Yeah. All power to the people.
Does anybody have a pen?
Yeah, I do. Also, y'all can write like type of produce you like to grow.
Anybody have any experience gardening?
Oh.
A little bit. What have you gardened before? What have you grown before?
Tomatoes, basil, squash.
You got a green thumb?
No.
No.
Who else raise their hands? Gardening.
Oh, no, just something my mother died of.
All right, aesthetic. Let's see.
What's been the reason why you haven't gardened or planted for the folks who didn't raise their hand? What do you think the reason? Land. Yeah. So let me ask you, you live in an apartment complex? If you were to have, like, I don't know if you do have power. So you got power, right? Let's just do it for the context. You did have a balcony, right? You wouldn't even have. Do you think that that would enable you to build your own team? A little bit. A little bit. A good challenge.
Like go, bro. I'm after the cruise, yes. After the cruise.
Before I successfully have the setup I do now, there's a lot of worry about I'm in Dorchester, okay? There's a lot of worry about the actual soil that's in like the surrounding spaces. It might be earthy, green, brown, but there could be life-changing chemicals soaked into that dirt. And so what I ended up doing is doing a raised bed with my mom. Got that Home Depot in Dorchester. It's been like 4 years now. And there is some food there, but the squirrels do get it. Okay, if you don't pay attention, the squirrels do take tomato.
Where in Dorchester are you based, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm also, the closest train station I can walk to is Field Corner.
Okay, I used to live on Charles Street.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Alright.
Everybody done? All right, cool. So.
So for pros of a community garden, community gardens enhance engagement, provide food access, and foster a sense of belonging among participants.
And last but not least, our open discussion, communities' needs. What are the most pressing needs in your community regarding food access and environmental justice? Take some time to brainstorm some solutions together. You can just popcorn, by the way. Whatever comes to mind. There's no wrong answer. Again, what are the most pressing needs in your community regarding food access and environmental justice?
The daily table,
Ooh,
street is closed. That was affordable, healthy food for the community. And so now folks are gonna have to go to different places. I mean, there is tropical food, but that is a little bit more expensive and might not always have the same options. And so just having those places where people feel comfortable and it's easy to go to, that's a need.
completely resonate with that. So popcorn style, anyone feel free. Again, no wrong answers. This is how you.
Even if it's not necessarily Roxbury, like, you know what I mean? You know, regardless of what neighborhood you're from, what are some pressing needs that you feel like your community has? Z?
Like quality of the fruits and vegetables itself, like going to like places and having like stuff and fruits. What it will be something.
Mm,
Yeah,
mhm.
the quality of the fruits and vegetables.
That's where you were at when that happened?
Oh, I was just like the American Legion.
What is it called? It's not Stop and Shop anymore, or Save a Lot.
Sorry?
Price Rate, yes, it's Price Rate now. And it's like a lot of the fruits and vegetables are not always the freshest, so that was all.
Makes me think too, because if they close baby nets,
Baby Nest is a lot better. That's why people go to Baby Net.
oh, it's still open?
Yeah, that's why people go to Baby Net instead of like Price Rate for their fruits and vegetables, because the fruits and vegetables and Price Rate is always like, it's bad. It's just very like, and you know how like fruits and vegetables, it's even just the taste, you're like, that's taste off. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, it doesn't have to look bad for it to be bad. So yeah.
Anybody else want to share their experiences or maybe some solutions that they feel like? Or some needs that the community has, Z? Not the community.
Just regular access. Some stores close at a certain time. Folks work at a certain time. Just think about that. For instance, Charlestown, at a certain time at 9 o'clock, everything is closed. But just think about folks who get home after 9 o'clock. And just think about like other neighborhoods. Sometimes the only thing that's open it will be like the liquor store. Not everyone can go into a liquor store, so just think about that also. Yeah. Proceed.
I didn't sign up for this job. You got someone got one?
You put your hand first.
Hold on, he's the facilitator. He can.
Some community needs, like even before Daily Table closed, like a bunch of Walgreens closed too. And perhaps some people may have relied on that. And maybe there's too much reliance on stores, and there needs to be more public services available that measure up in times of need. So CSAs come to mind. Wait, yeah, it's a wow. Yeah. And I forget what that means, but there's a subscription. So pretend that Netflix, instead of sending you films, they sent you groceries on a weekly or monthly basis that you could actually cook with. And it was way more affordable than a month's worth of groceries at Stop and Shop, for example, which was in Jamaica Plain. If anyone knows about that Stop and Shop, they were found, they were jacking up prices for the same stuff.
I used to work at Clover and they would give out CSA boxes to the folks, so.
To essentially piggyback off of what you just said, I feel the need to implement more like if we can have 24-hour McDonald's and Burger Kings, we can have 24-hour food pantries, you know what I'm saying? There's people all around who need to eat, and it doesn't just have to be from the time frame of 3 to 5 p.m. because that's when the food pantry closes. It's just a bit unfair. And that's where I'm gonna leave it.
You got somebody in the back.
Ooh.
Raise your hand. Oh.
I got a question for you. So you said the food bank's closed at 5? Yeah.
They won't be open like on a Wednesday, or they won't be open on like a Sunday just
Yeah.
because it's a Sunday.
Yeah, I was just curious. Do you know if they've ever said why they have like those particular times? Because yeah, that could be hard for people to access.
Like typically research on it. Just
Some about like farmers markets, stuff, and explanation.
Or yeah, like more like the food banks. It's just yeah, like what is it like? What's the issue that they have like staying open? Is it like they need more support or anything like that from the community?
I would probably agree. They might need more support.
I got your side.
In Boston, they have Fair Foods. Fair Foods is mostly they have host community organizations doing the host on certain days. So it's mostly a capacity and the folks they have doing that, such as volunteers and folks. On pantry level, there's sometimes clinics, churches and other organizations that do it. But it's mostly under a project or a grant that they have. So they're doing it on a certain days as a program. But mostly is on most of the volunteers and the small team that they have to do the distribution of the food. They do it certain days because that's when they get their food you know yeah delivered to their site. So there's different sites in different neighborhoods, and this is why Boston is trying to be more better. They try doing it, trying to improve all the lists of farmers markets, folks Fair Foods location, but even pantries and Starvation Army resources during COVID. And I think that's one office that they're trying to improve on when it comes to that food services. Uh-huh.
End our discussion.
Oh, yeah, one more.
My fault.
You got it.
Part of what I was thinking about was like just affordability of fresh produce. So I stay near a Whole Foods, and I also stay near a Stop and Shop. And so like I feel like affordability, like I have better access to produce at the Stop and Shop because it doesn't cost like $15 for one banana, like it does at Whole Foods. But what I'm really thinking about the real problem is around like Just like how industry itself makes it like difficult for people to get access to fresh and healthy foods. So to your point around is there could be 24-hour McDonald's and Burger Kings, but not 24-hour pantries. I'm also thinking about just affordability. Like you can get a whole burger for like $1.50, and you cannot rarely find a fresh piece of fruit for that amount, right? And so I'm thinking a lot about just what happens when certain things are like over industrialized. When I think about overconsumption, when I think about what it means to have a mango in a place where mangoes don't grow when it's out of season, but when it's so bad and that like drives the prices up. And just the way that like the food industry itself has to shift, but also like the way we think about what we have access to and how we tap into that has to shift as well.
Would that be everybody? Alrighty then. Drum roll, please. Keep going, there's a delay. Keep going, there's a delay. Keep going, there's
Third place.
Third place, John Free. Second place, Tonight. Woo! And first place, Angel.
Hold on.
Yeah, she ain't
Who
like
was, who was in sixth place?
Yeah, who's
You
in?
should be able to see it on your screens
You're still logged in.
if you're still logged in.
He isn't first now. I can't even go back.
Oh, second summary?
I think so. I would hope so.
Podium.
Voting? Ah,
Oh, no.
that's for summary don't.
Alright,
Yeah.
so just run that conversation real quick. So what are some gardens that folks put down? Thank you, Tristan. So what's some of the stuff that y'all wrote on your paper?
Cooperative garden.
Oh, we're not-
Nice.
Mhm.
Why a co-op garden versus anarchist garden? Mm.
Oh, what you mean?
What was the anarch garden again? So I can compare.
Yeah, what's
Anything goes. It's really like it's
Yeah.
an open free space. You
Free
can come
call.
take anything, anything.
Right.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
the reason why I didn't pick that one, I feel like people who may not be as well versed in gardening can come in and destroy like somebody that's good. So I think a cooperative garden is I would choose that because I think, well, the definition is said there's a collective of people that are going to make one decision on what they're going to do with the garden. So I feel like if that group of people control the garden, people, one, won't be able to come in and disrupt it, and then two, you'll be able to organize what exactly you want. So I like that option.
Makes sense.
Over there.
both? What Genoa said, but I don't believe in like people having like people controlling things 100%. I feel like there needs to be freedom. I feel like you can't really own land. Like I don't think anybody can really like be like this is my land that it's practically belongs to all of us. I chose the anarchists and the cooperative because I do think there needs to be a group of people that can really maintain and dedicate themselves to maintaining the land. But I don't think they should. It's not there. Like communities like that's ours. We want it back. Because there are co-ops that have been like co-opted by people.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Somebody under the age of 25.
Why you talking?
Oh.
It's the best option. This is just I feel like I wanted an orchard originally, but I feel like that would be the best case for that area. I feel like it's definitely important to have it though. And orchard garden. Yeah, just to like grow herbs and stuff that grows season around. People who are like just passing by, like, oh, so eat some baby. Maybe like they can just pick it out themselves, and it can just be like you. And that's why I was thinking. Is that what it was? Okay.
Thank you, Z.
Anyone else?
Well, I want to agree with Z. Oh, actually, I chose. So I think I can speak louder than I chose. Wait, what I choose? Oh, community and anarchist garden because that's the one that appealed to me. When I found out you could do two, I didn't have a pen anymore. But I would have done anarchist garden and orchard. I think I grew up in a place where like orchards abound, and like just going to pick an apple or going to pick a piece of fruit. I think that was like a privilege that I had, that I believe that people just need access to.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So I actually used to live 2 blocks away on Dewey Street. All around that area, there's a lot of I would say mulberry and blackberry bushes around. Crab apples all around. Since we on this the season there's a lot of dandelion. You can eat dandelion. I hope you already know that. Then the salad or tea. But it would be good for like a orchard, but also a free for all. Across the street there is another community garden, but if we can have like more bigger bushes and a place where folks can actually pick the fruit and not get any complaints from someone else saying, "Why you on my turf, my side of the garden?" But like a free for all spot, because I think most people in Boston, if they saw a mulberry or a blackberry tree nearby, they picked it. So yeah.
Anyone else want to share?
What my fear Ray said earlier.
When they had shared that great example about the mangoes, because like there's no mango tree here. Everybody's clear on that. A lot of focus on indigenous and or native species, especially when we think about how the garden can thrive. At times there can be fires and such and other natural disasters, and some of the things that grow naturally from this ground tend to grow back after those disasters happen because they're used to it. It's in their DNA. And so I'd ask you all to consider that when we think about, well, what can I put in my soil here, you know?
I think that about wraps up. Thank you guys so much for participating in our food justice Kahoot and our open discussion. Go ahead. I was literally transitioning into you.
Oh,
Uh,
so let's snap that one more time for Saya and Talia. So I just passed out 3 sheets of paper to everybody not in ACE and REEP. So those 3 sheets of paper just kind of highlight the next important steps with REEP's work, not necessarily around the Grow or Die campaign, but just REEP's work in general. So the black piece of paper promotes the second year of our youth organizing school. It's going to be happening in June. Location still to be determined. But if you have any young people in your network that might be interested in signing up, it's an organizing school. Teaches young people all the basics of organizing, how to base build, what is a campaign, how do you facilitate, how do you go out and door knock and canvas, different things like that. And then we have different community partners come in and do workshops. So again, if you have any young people that are interested in doing that, just have them scan that QR code and register. And then the young people at REEP are also starting up a new campaign centered around young workers' rights. So they're going to be hosting a community workshop on May 28th That flyer is there as well. It's going to be at the Do It Center from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And anybody essentially from the community is invited. So please feel free to pop out. All right. And then as a special thank you to our Ujima partners, we actually have some dirt cups as well as some seeds. So you know, just this collective thing around power, right? And how do we take back the things that are supposed to be ours? We wanted everybody to leave with something, and so we have some seeds right here. You all can take as many packs of seeds as you want. And there are dirt cups, so that way you all can go home and start to cultivate and plant what you all want to grow.
Thank you.
So yeah,
Thank you.
for sure. For sure.
Okay. Well, thank you all, REEP, for coming out here and sharing some wonderful information with us. I do have a question. We do have a newsletter. We're happy to also share your resources if that is something that y'all would like. Would you like us to share information about the youth organizing school and things of that?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Don't go get it.
What do you want to say?
Salon,
Yeah, I got you.
and then, okay, and then
What else?
something else.
You got some
I saw
announcements.
this.
Go ahead, make them.
No, you go with the salon.
Okay. This Sunday, we're gonna have an event called, it's our second event called the Coalition's Policy and Grassroots Organizing People Salon. So a salon, not like a hair salon, but it's like a space where you can have discussions around things that impact your community. This week is gonna be around food access. So if y'all wanna show up and show out with us, you absolutely can. We're gonna be first, doing food distribution, with, Feed the Hood at Heal the Hood and JP. And I can share more information about that. And then we're actually gonna be going across the bridge to, Cambridge at a community member's house. We'll be cooking together and just having some more conversation around access to food. So y'all are more than welcome to attend that. And I can share more information about that after announcements.
Yes, there's another related to the like food event theme, food justice theme. There's an event happening with our partner Dorchester Food Co-op. So I know some folks were talking about that street by Bowdoin. They're having a food sovereignty event. So if you're interested in talking to other folks who are really passionate about food justice, I definitely recommend y'all pop out. Ujima is co-sponsoring it. It's June 7th, so there's still some time. And Dorchester Food Co-op is a food co-op, so support your local grocery store that is actually trying to feed you healthy.